Back with another video again. Uh, it's been a little minute, I will say. Longer than I wanted it to be. Um, and that's because I've been stressed out, man. Been stressed out. And I haven't found the time to record videos. Everyone has stresses. Everyone has things that rack their brain. And I do too. And I just want to talk about that. Psychologically speaking, stress. Good for you. I learned that in psychology, but excessive stress is bad. And I feel like I have a problem with excessive stress. I guess it's just an everyday, not struggle, but everyday just making sure things go the way you want them to. I'm sure you have something that you've been planning, something that you're working toward, something that you're trying to progress in. All the time, it's not always easy, but you still progress towards said thing, which is kind of my situation. I have things I like to progress towards, deadlines I try to meet, stuff like that. I will say something that I am, or I have insomnia. So that makes it very hard for me to sleep. Um, and newsflash, sleep is like one of the most important things you can do. Like if you want to keep living, I think it might be stress induced because there are days when I constantly think about things that I'm trying to work towards, things that I need to take care of, and it becomes really stressful to me. And sometimes that is discouraging because it's like, why do I have to, why does this constantly sort of torment my mind in a way? It's kind of like sits in your mind. Even when you have to focus on other things, you still have to, it kind of sits on the back burner and it's always kind of searing in the back of your brain. And you're trying not to burn it, but trying to manage multiple things at once and still be a happy person is kind of hard sometimes. Um, Especially when stuff isn't going your way. And that's kind of what I've been going through. Like, things are going my way, but it takes a lot of, what's the word? It takes a lot of effort to make them go that way. And it's a bit demotivating because it kind of feels like a constant struggle, a constant lingering struggle of trying to make sure I'm achieving, which of course achievement is good, success, it doesn't come easy naturally. However, it kind of takes a toll on like your day-to-day everyday life, and one of the things I really like doing since I started doing is making videos and editing, and I haven't been able to do that because I have responsibilities, because I have priorities. So I will be trying to balance more, kind of keep a decent schedule, but I will be making more videos. Do you ever feel like chronically stressed out? Do you feel like sometimes it's too much, Sometimes I feel that way. Sometimes I just wish and wish and wish that I could detach myself from my everyday routine. That's another thing, routines. I'm a fairly routine person, but I don't like routines. Of course, it's nice to have a constant flow, but I don't enjoy that I have to have a routine about my lifestyle. I wish every day could be sort of different. Or you could say, when you don't enjoy your routine lifestyle, you don't like routines. Maybe if I enjoyed what I do like on a day-to-day basis, I would love having my routine, but I don't. I don't. I don't like it. Sometimes it feels like my days are so monotone. Each day is so monotone that I can't really differentiate between multiple days in a row. It kind of all becomes one. It becomes like one kind of clumped together mash of days. Um, I remember yesterday or a couple days ago, I was going to my cupboard for a cup and to refill my water pitcher which has a filter in it. So I pour water from the sink into the cup into the pitcher. So I went there and I looked, and before I opened the cupboard, I was like, there should be a cup in there, it should be clean, that I'll use to fill with the water. And I was like, I'm not sure if it's there. And I was like, there was a day or two ago, I cleaned it and I put it there, and then I used it to fill my pitcher. And I was thinking, like, is it still there, or did I wash it again, or did I use it to actually drink out of it? And then and it's dirty, and I couldn't think because I wasn't sure. Like, the day that I had it cleaned and was using it, was that the day before I was that the most recent day where it's clean and it's in there, or was when I drank out of it just now and it's actually dirty? And it kind of made me kind of disappointed in myself, because I was like, why? I was so disappointed because it was like I couldn't differentiate between like a span of 2 to 3 days. And it kind of made me realize it, like, yo, I do like the same stuff every day. Or like when I take a break from that and have like an event or something to do like out of the ordinary, that's real fun. But other than that, I just go back to a routine. And it kind of made me kind of sad, because I'm like, why can't I just sort of permanently detach myself from the routine instead of only temporarily? But yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm kind of just existing in my own life. Like, I'm not really present. Like when I'm working and stuff like that, I feel like day after day, it feels like the actual person, the actual me is just in autopilot, sitting back while another person is living my life, because I don't want to live like that. Which, of course, I know, like, you gotta grind, and that's what I do. And grinding is necessary. You can't go nowhere without doing stuff you dislike. But it really makes me feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm not even present in my own life. Even it feels kind of boring. I'll say that it's like pretty boring, and then it's kind of hard to snap out of. And so I was like, is this feeling common? Because I don't know. I feel like I've never heard anyone say that, but like sometimes it's like I don't feel like I'm actually living my life. I feel like I'm waiting. I feel like I'm waiting until I get to actually live my actual life. And I don't know if that's how I want it to be, because it's like I'm wasting my time. Even though I know I'm putting my head down and working, it feels like I'm not living. So if you hear this and you can relate to it, say something. I relate to this dumb stuff. I understand you. I've experienced this. I haven't experienced this, but this is an interesting take. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. I mean, you should just shut up. Don't say that. That's just mean spirited. But yeah, I hope you had a good day while you're watching this. I hope you had a good day. I hope you wake up tomorrow and you have an even better one. Um, I'm telling that to myself, but I'm telling it to y'all too. So, but yeah, I hope y'all had a good one. Um, and I will be coming back. Till next time, I'll see y'all later.